back to do my July favorites video, and this month is really exciting for me because I have so many items that are new to me or things that I already had in my collection that I really just started to use. So I think this month will be really great. If you guys want to see what my favorites are, then stay tuned. Okay, dolls, so we're going to start off with the face first. So I'm just going to jump in with some of the items that I have sitting here, and one of the main things that is really new for me, which I have been having but I just really started using, is this MAC Face and Body Foundation. I bought this quite a while ago whenever I first started getting into buying MAC a lot more and like building my collection on it, and I had picked this up, but then whenever I tried it, it was just like I just couldn't do the foundation thing, and it was a little bit too dark for me, but I feel like it blends in with my skin really nicely right now because it is summer, so I feel like I have a slight little bit of a tan. So this one is in the color C6, and this is the big bottle, and I really love this foundation. It comes out like this. To me, this is nothing more than just like a tinted moisturizer because it's not going to give you full coverage and cover up everything, but I feel like it really evens out my skin tone really nicely, and I like to use this because I feel like it gives me a dewy look. So whenever I use this, I like to mix in an illuminator to make it even more dewy and glowy. And this one is the Glowing Complexion Illuminating Cream, and this is by City Color, and I've had this for quite some time and I never used it. I will do a little swatch of it so you guys can see how it looks alone. And it is kind of like a pearlescent color. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but there it is by itself. So this can definitely be used as a liquid highlighter as well, but I've only used it to mix in with this foundation. And whenever I first started using this, I was mixing it in with my moisturizer and then this as well, and that was really making my skin very, very dewy. But lately I've just been using these two alone without doing the moisturizer mixed in. Of course, I apply my moisturizer first, but to apply these items I like to use my beauty blender, and it is a little bit swollen right now because I used it earlier today, so it's still damp. So yeah, I just like to use my beauty blender to apply it, and I feel like it goes onto the skin really nicely, and I feel like this is what helps to make your skin even more dewy, and it really just feels very moisturized, and my skin doesn't feel overly oily or anything like that. I really love to use this with that. And then also sticking with the face, I love using this concealer to set under my eyes. I'm wearing it today. I feel like it's very brightening and it looks really great. This is the MAC Pro Longwear, and this one is in NC30. My normal color in MAC is NC42, if anyone is wondering. So this is a lot lighter, but I feel like it blends in really, really nicely, especially because I use my beauty blender to apply it. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'll pick it up and pat it on like that, and then blend it out, of course, with the same sponge. So that way I feel like it gives me a nice coverage, but it's not cakey or anything like that. And then also another thing that I just started doing is setting my makeup and cooking or baking using my Nye Banana Powder. I bought this a while ago and I tried it out, and I just felt like it was too powdery for me and I didn't like it. So now I've been trying out the baking method using this, and I really, really like it. I feel like it brightens up a lot and it just makes it look very luminous, like not overly glowy, but it just looks really nice. So I really love using this, and to apply this I just pour some out in the lid because it does have like a little sifter. So I'll pour some in the lid, and then what I'll do is pick it up with this sponge, and this is from MAC, and I like that the end is very pointed, so I'll just pick some up and I'll pat it underneath my eyes, and then I'll let it sit for a little while, and then I will dust it off and blend it in. So yeah, I really been loving this powder, and this is gonna last quite some time. After I use it, there is still some left in the lid, so I'll just kind of use it to sharpen up my contour, and then if there's anything left, I'll just kind of dump it in the trash because you don't want to put that back into your powder. So I really love this. This has been working great for me. And also another thing that I have been doing, I have to set my face now since I've been using the foundation. So I've been using my MAC what is this called, the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and this one is in the color medium dark. I've had this for so long, and I basically just used to use it for like soaking up my oils and things like that. And I had this before I started wearing like powder foundations, so I used to use this only. And yeah, I've been using this. I feel like it helps to make my skin still look really glowy. It doesn't matte it out too much or anything. And I'll just kind of pick this up with the brush and kind of tap it on in all of the areas where I need to set. So I've been using that as well. Let's keep going with some blushes that I've been loving. One of them is the Panic Blush by Nars, and this one is the Dual Intensity Blushes, and it comes with two colors. like that. And these can be worn wet or dry. Of course, I'm pretty sure you dolls already know the one that I use the most in this palette is this peachy colored one. I have used the hot pink one before, but you want to be really careful with it because it's super pigmented. But I absolutely love the coral one, and that's what I have on today. And this you still want to be really careful with because it is super pigmented, but it's really nice, and it gives you a nice glow on the cheeks. So I love this. I think it's amazing. I may have to pick up some more of those soon. And then also another blush that I've been loving is by City Color. I really broke into a few of my City Color items this month, and I really want to try out a lot of the other items that I have by them that I haven't even touched. So this one is in the color Guava, and this is the B Matte blush, so it has no sheen to it at all. This is really gorgeous on its own. I will swatch it. So here is the color there. I don't know if you dolls can pick that up, but it is a really nice peachy pink tone, but then it's still also very muted, so I don't feel like it's over the top or anything. And whenever I want this to be more of a sheen type of blush, what I will do is apply my Stereo Rose from MAC on top of it. And I love this for topping off my blushes, just like I love the copper one by Becca. This one is more pinky, and I will show you dolls this. I think it's way too pink to use as a highlight color. It does have a lot of peach in it as well, so I feel like it just looks really great on top of pink or peachy tone blushes, and it just really gives you that nice glow. So I love topping my blushes whenever they're matte or anything, or if I just want it to be more frosty. Now let's do some highlights. One of my favorite highlights of the month is the Becca Champagne Pop, and this one was created with Jaclyn Hill. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this color. I think I like it more than Opal, or at least I like it more than Opal right now, because I think it looks really good, especially for the summertime, because it has those peachy undertones to it. So I really love this. I'm thinking about picking up a backup, even though I know it's going to take me a while to get through this, just because I have so many other things that I use. But lately I have been noticing that I've been picking up this quite a bit. I'm wearing it today. I just think it's super gorgeous, and it's very universal. It flatters a lot of skin tones. I've seen lots of different girls on YouTube using this, and it looks amazing on them. I just really wish that they would have made the packaging special for her. Like they could have made it like a champagne type of color, like the copper one. I think that would have been really cute, but it's in the standard packaging, and this is amazing. Let me just swatch it for you dolls. I'm pretty sure all of you already own this or you have seen it. So here it is right here. It's super intense, and it's very golden, but it's like a peachy golden tone. I love this. It's just so gorgeous, and it can look really natural if you wanted to. You don't have to apply too much, or you can build it up where it can be super intense. So I absolutely love that highlighter. And then the next highlighter that I've been loving is by Nars, and this one is the Jubilation highlight, or these were marketed as blushes, but to me these two are highlight tones, and it comes with a really nice golden one, and then also one that is more of a peachy tone. So I really love this highlight as well, and these are a different type of baked formula, so they look really nice. And whenever you apply them, it's not going to give off too much unless you pack it on a lot. Or you can also apply these wet as well, because these are like wet dry products. So here is a swatch of them right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the peach one is on top, and then the golden one is underneath. So super gorgeous. I've been loving highlights and things like that, and I also have some new ones that I have to try out as well. And then also another one that I've been loving. This one is by Bobbi Brown, and this one is called Sunset Pink. This is a limited edition one that came out for her summer collection. So here are the colors here. I don't want to blind you dolls, but as you can see, it has some different pinks and bronzy tones in there, and it's just really gorgeous. I'm not sure if I used this in a video, but I've really been loving this, and I think it's a really nice highlighter. So there it is there, and if you can see, it does have a lot of peach in it, so it's gonna really make your skin look super glowy, and it's not too intense or over the top. But you can also pick up more of one color than the other, and these are also great as shadows. So I really love the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks. So that is that one. Let's keep going with the face. I think this is like my last face item that I have to show you dolls. This is the Anastasia Contour Kit, and this is the original one that came out. I didn't pick up the medium one just because I feel like the colors are probably really similar, so I may not even need it. But here are the colors that come in this one. I really love this, and mostly what I use it for are the contour colors. I don't really use banana to set under my eyes, but I love to mix these 3 contour colors together to contour the face. And these are more warm tone, so it's going to give you a bronzy contoured look. But I really love that. Like with the Kat Von D one, I do like it, but it can be a little bit too gray for me sometimes. Like I want to look more, not orangey, but I want to look more bronzed than just contoured. So I really love using this palette, and I think it just works really great. So that is that one, and I'm wearing it today. Lastly, I have one more thing for the face. Since I've been applying so many powders and like doing all these extra steps, it can get a little powdery and cakey looking, so I like to set the face. This is not the MAC Fix Plus, because if you guys don't know, I am allergic, or I'm not even sure, but it breaks me out. So basically what is in here is the e.l.f. Mist and Set. I don't know if you'd also be able to see that, but it just sprays out really nicely. I like to use my e.l.f. Mist and Set to set the face, and I just put it in this bottle because I had one that was running low and it was pretty much empty, so I cleaned it up really good and I used it for that. And I think it works really good because it mists the face really nicely, and it helps to take away any of that powdery residue and just makes everything sink into the skin really nicely. So this is the e.l.f. Mist and Set in a MAC Fix Plus bottle. Next, let's get into some items for the eyes and shadows and things. So I know, I'm sorry dolls, but I love Galapagos. Like I cannot get away from it. I keep using it for every single look, and I just absolutely love it. And I really love this palette. This is the Nars and God Created the Woman palette, and I've really been using these bottom 3 shades a lot lately. I really love this one in my crease to start off with, and then whenever I want to deepen it up a little bit more, I will mix these 2 together. This one is just like a deep brown color, and then this one is kind of like a brown black tone. So whenever I want to get it really dark and smoky, I will add some of this one in as well. And I just really love this palette. I think this is a great palette because you get lots of great colors in here. The only color that I really don't care for so much in here is this gray toned one, but I do love these other 2 bronzy tone colors on the lid as well. So I really love this palette, and it makes me want to get more into Nars shadows. So love that. And then another palette that I really love is this new Anastasia palette. What is this one called? This one is the Shadow Couture palette, and I have used it, but I haven't did a tutorial on it yet, and I haven't jumped into this palette as much as I want to yet. Also, the packaging is really cute if you guys haven't seen it. I also showed it on my vlog channel whenever I first picked it up from the post office. So here is the colors in this palette. I really love this palette because it has one of my absolute favorite colors in here, which is Pink Champagne. And then it also has Morocco, which is a really nice orangey tone for the crease. And then Soft Peach is also really nice, and I love Fudge as well because it's just a really nice brown color. This blue is also really pretty, but I haven't got to use it yet. And then of course you have your black, which is always great to have a black. And yeah, it just has a lot of really pretty colors in here. I haven't got to get into all of them yet, but this is a really great palette, and I feel like this one will be good for anyone who loves makeup, and if you like doing neutral tones, and sometimes if you want a pop of color, this one is really good because it has lots of neutral colors in here. Pretty much everything in here is pretty much neutral except for the blue and this purple. And these 2 are really not that much out there. Like the purple can still look really neutral, just like a really dark smoky. And the blue is probably like the brightest color in this palette. So I feel like this is a great universal palette, and it also comes with a brush. And this brush is really good. You have a blending side, and then you have this side that is more precise, which is great for like the lower lash line or the outer corner for packing on more color. So I love that palette. I just love Anastasia. They can just do no wrong for me, especially on the shadows. Absolutely love them, and they blend amazingly. So next for shadows, I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing this, but this is my MAC neutral palette. This is a palette that I put together myself, and I will tell you guys some of the colors that I absolutely love in here. Let me just take it out in case I don't remember the names of them and I need to tell you. Today I'm actually wearing this palette along with some other MAC pigments, which I'll be showing you guys in just a second. But for my highlight, I'm wearing Rice Paper. I love this color as a highlight. Sometimes I will mix it with something that is more matte, so it's not super shimmery, but it's not too glittery or anything, because that is what I have on today. It's my highlight alone. And then this is Soft Brown. I love this color in my crease, especially for transitioning right underneath the brow bone. And then also I love these two colors. Let's see, I believe this one is called Saddle. So I love Saddle in my crease as well. That is that one. And then down at the bottom, I love this color also. Let's see, what is the name of this? This one is called Brown Script. So mostly in my crease, I like to mix all three of these. This one is more so a transition, and then these two in the crease. Really, really gorgeous. And yeah, those are like the main colors that I've been using in this palette, and I just love them. So those are definite pickups from MAC. And then also for more shadows from MAC, today I'm actually wearing these two pigments on the lid, and I mixed the two colors together. These were from the holiday sets. This one is called English Gilt, and this one is called Whisper Pink. So I wanted something that was kind of bronzy but a little bit pinky and just really glittery and pretty. So I mixed these two colors together, and I just put them on like a little palette. And to apply them, I used this Nye glitter glue, and I think this works really good with pigments like that, because you won't have it everywhere and like getting up on the top part of your lid whenever you open and close your eyes. So this is really good, and this only retails for like $5, so you get quite a bit of it. This one is a liquidy type of substance, and it does work really good. I like to mix it in with whatever the product is so that it will stick really nicely. So I really like this glue to apply. And then also some other pigments that I've been loving is MAC Tan. I love this for the summertime because it's just so gorgeous. You can use it anytime, but I really love it in the summer. And I was wearing this recently. I don't think I did a video that day, but it's just really bronzy and super gorgeous. And this is also a gorgeous highlight. Whenever I used it on my lids, I also put it as a highlight, and it just really makes your face pop and look super glowy. You can also mix this in with your foundation for a luminous look. This one is just really universal and a great color to own. I love tan pigment. And then also another pigment that I love is the Reflex Pearl by MAC. Once again, I'm sorry, but I'm showing you dolls this again because I cannot get away from this. A lot of times whenever I'm doing a look, if I want something to have more of a glittery look to it, I would just apply this on top, because it just really makes your look more reflective, or the lid color look more reflective, because that's the only place I apply it. But yes, I love this. It looks white in the bottle, but whenever you apply it, it's just gonna go on top of that color and just give it a glittery look. Trust me, dolls, try this out. This is amazing. Also, for my eyes, I am wearing these contacts. These are from Pinky Paradise. I really love this color because I feel like it's a hazel brown color, but it's not too hazel. It has a lot of brown in it, so I feel like it can look really natural. And I will put the name of these down below because I can't really think of what they're called right now, but I really love these, and they came in this case. So yeah, or they didn't come in that case, but that case came with them. I have a few lip items, not anything too crazy. One of my favorite colors this month is the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Dusty Rose. And whenever I use these, I like to use a liner first, and then I will use a lip brush and kind of go around the lip line with it and then fill it in the center. I feel like this works really good. My lips don't get dried out or anything, and I feel like this color is just super gorgeous. Just trying to make sure I grab the right one. But I do have a picture of me wearing this on Instagram if you also want to see how it looks on. But yeah, oh, and I wore it in my last few videos as well. So this is really gorgeous. I love that. And then also, since it's summertime, you guys know I love my glossy lips. So I've been using my Anastasia glosses as well. I'm not wearing it today, but whenever I use these, I like to apply a liner first and then go in with the gloss, because I feel like it really frames your lips really nicely. Whenever you don't use a liner first, I feel like it can get a little bit messy, so I like to do that. And this was one of my favorite colors that I wore this month. This one is called Candy Coral, and I feel like it's just so gorgeous. It's just a really pretty candy color. Absolutely love it. Whenever I wore this, I paired this glittery one on top just to give it more of a pop, and this one is called Sunset Strip, and it's just an orangey tone with lots of glitters in it. So super gorgeous, and these look really cute together. So that is that. And then also for my face, as far as skincare at night, whenever I wash my face before I go to bed, I have been doing this every night, and it's been working out really good for me. As you guys know, my skin is kind of like combination, but it can get oily throughout the day. I'm gonna do a skincare routine video for you guys, but lately at night, what I've been doing is I will take some of this A&D ointment, just a little bit, and then mix it with a little bit of cortisone cream. And this is the Cortisone 10 Ultra Moisturizing, and I believe this is the one that has aloe in it, if I'm not mistaken. So I will take a little bit of both of these, rub them together in my hand, and then apply it all over the face. So this is like my nighttime treatment or nighttime moisturizer that I've been using, and I feel like it works really, really good for my skin. And I have noticed a tremendous difference in my skin. Even whenever it was that time of the month, I really didn't have any breakouts or anything crazy since I've been using this at night. So I really, really love this. Everyone's skin is different, but I definitely recommend putting some type of moisturizer or something on at night, because I never used to do that. I would just wash my face and I felt like my skin needed to be dry, like with no product on it, because at nighttime that's usually when you get breakouts or pimples and things like that, or at least that's when I get them. But with using these products, it's been working miracles for me, so I love using those together. And then also for my face, to exfoliate my skin, because I have not been using my Clarisonic and I have not been using my I can't think, my other little cleansing device. I use this whenever I feel like my skin needs to be exfoliated, and this is the Clinique exfoliating scrub, and this is the super exfoliant. This makes your face feel really minty and cool. I just love this. It works amazing. And yeah, I just use this on my face maybe once a week or sometimes twice a week. Just depends on if I have any dry patches or areas that are peeling on the face. So I love this. I think it works really, really good, and you don't get too much in here, but I feel like you get enough. It's 3.4 ounces, and I believe this was about $20. So that's that. So then lastly, for body care items, and then we'll do some perfumes and hair care, I have been loving this oil, and this is the Jafra, I believe that's how you say it. It's either Jafra or Jafra Royal Almond Rich Body Oil, and this one is so amazing. OMG, I love this. It just smells, it smells so good, and you can pick this up in stores. You can order it online. This is the 8.4 fluid ounce. One of my dolls is actually, I believe this is her brand, or she may work with the company. I'm not 100% sure, but she did send me this along with some other goodies, like she sent me a backpack and a magazine and all kinds of stuff. That was just so sweet. I love that. But OMG, I love this oil. I've been using this oil every single night since she sent it to me. And if I want to use one of my lotions, I will just use some of the lotion and then mix the oil in with it. I don't feel like it makes you too greasy or anything. I will show you dolls kind of the consistency of it, and it is kind of a little bit pinkish and almond type of smell. I just love it. So whenever you apply it, I don't know if you dolls can see that, but it will make your skin look kind of oily whenever you first apply it on, but once you let it sit in for a little while, it will not look shiny or overly greasy or anything like that. It just really sinks into your skin really, really nicely, and I absolutely love this. And I love the smell of it, but it's not an overpowering smell where it's going to combat with your lotions or perfumes or anything like that. Like your perfume can totally cover the smell of it, and it just works amazing. I love this. Definitely need backups of this because I really, really love it, and it's working wonders for me in the summertime. So in the winter, whenever I'm really dry, I know that I will love this even more. And I have used this alone by itself, and I have used it mixed in with my other lotions and things like that, or even on top of the lotions, I've used it like that as well. So this works really good in any combination that you want to do. So lastly, let's do some hair items. So for my edges lately, I have been using the Chic Edge Control, and this is the Fleek Edges. Love this. Works amazing. And it doesn't give me a buildup or anything crazy. This is how it looks. I have the big jar of this. This is the 4-ounce jar, but it also comes in 2 ounces. So I really, really love this. It smells great as well. It's not an overpowering smell. It just smells like edge control, but that smells good to me. So since it is summertime and my hair is natural, whenever I use this, I feel like it can lay my baby hairs and things like that really well. But whenever I want to lay this area, it can kind of start to wave back up throughout the day and kind of lift if I don't put something else with it, just because my hair is natural. If you have a relaxer or something, you may be able to get away with just using the edge control. So what I like to use is this gel with it. So I'll apply the edge control, and then I'll put a little bit of this gel to just set it in place and make it last throughout the day. And this one is the Mako de Gorilla Gorilla Snot Gel. This is the yellow one. I've had this for quite some time. That is how it looks on the inside. It just looks like slime. Mine looks kind of gross right now, but yeah, it has It has a funny smell to it a little bit, but it's not bad. So yeah, I think this works really good. And I believe this is a product that is used for guys, like whenever they wear their hair spiky, to help it stand up and things like that. But I think it works really good on the edges, and I use a toothbrush whenever I am doing that. And then also, if you guys don't know, my hair is very fine, so my edges are very fine as well, and that's just how it's always been. I was born like that. That's just how my edges are. It's not that they came out or anything crazy, but to make this area look more full, like Lily Galici or other people, even like Kim Kardashian and people like that, I'm pretty sure that all of them use something on their edges to make it look super full. So what I have been using is this Topics, and this is a hair building fiber. This is the little bitty one, but I've had this for quite some time, but I really just started using it a lot more. This one is in dark brown. If you want to get black, you can, but I feel like the dark brown works great. And it's like a powdery type of substance. I really can't show you guys because it's going to get everywhere, but I just sprinkle a little bit on and just blend it in, so it just makes my edges look really thick and full, and it just makes your unit or whatever hair you have in look as one, like it's yours. Because since my hair is more fine, if it's more fine on the ends and then I have all of this hair that makes it look really big and full, I want my edges and everything to be blended in really nicely where it all just looks as one and like it's my own. So I almost forgot to show you my favorite perfumes of the month. So my absolute favorite one of this month is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White. I wore this when I went to my class dance, and I just love this. I also got a roller ball of this from Sephora whenever I had placed the order, so I was able to carry the small one in my purse and touch up all throughout the night, so it just really made it pop even more. I love this. I'm not crazy about the bottle. I think it looks decent, but if you carry it inside of a bag or something, the paint on it kind of scrapes off a bit, but I like the gold and white on it though. So here it is. This is how it looks, and this just smells so amazing. And I feel like this is a very good scent because it is good for summer or winter, because it has that muskiness to it, but then it's also very sweet at the same time. So I feel like this is great for the summer, winter, any time of the year, and I really love this scent. It's hard for me to describe it other than it being a little bit musky and very sweet. So I love this, but I don't like, another thing I don't like is that you can't see whenever you're getting low on it, and the bottle is already pretty heavy, so I don't know, I don't like that about it. And then also another perfume that I've been loving, if you guys don't know, my absolute favorite perfume of life is Britney Spears Fantasy, the one in the pink bottle. But I also did get this one in the red bottle. What is this one called? This is the Fantasy, this is the Hidden Fantasy. And I've never had remembered a red one. I've tried the blue one as well as the turquoise colored one. So I got the red one, and I love the red one. It smells so good to me. It smells a little bit mysterious, but it still smells really sweet. Like you can smell the hints of the original scent in here, but then it just has some like berry tones to it or something, and it just smells kind of mysterious. I don't know. I really love this, and it stays on really nicely just like the regular Fantasy in the pink bottle does. So I got that one. Lastly, for perfumes, I really love this perfume from Zara. And let's see, I don't know. Yeah, this one is called the Zara Gold, and I picked this up quite some time ago, but I'm only down to here. I have used it quite a bit though, to say that it didn't go down very much, and you just twist it like that, and that is where you would spray it from. I think that this smells really sophisticated, and it smells like a grown woman. I don't know, that's the best way I can describe it. But this scent doesn't stay on very well because it was very inexpensive. I believe this bottle was only like $20. So I usually like to wear this to bed at night, or like for work and stuff, when I don't want something that's too crazy. But I really love how this smells. It smells really good. This is the only perfume I own from Zara, but whenever I make my way back to that store, I will definitely probably check out some of the other scents, because I have seen some people say some of the other ones smell good as well. So that is all of the items that I have for this month. I've been doing a lot of talking, but I do have a few music selections for you dolls. I don't know if you can hear, but the person that lives on this side of me has been making a lot of noise, but hopefully you guys can hear that. So we're going to do my music selections for the month. So one of my favorite songs this month has been I Know, and this is from Big Sean, and it's featuring Janae Aiko. I love this song. I've been listening to it over and over.
Oh. I know you've been going through some things. I We're the same. Do you? And you know we on the road like we did good in college. Throwing hundreds and thousands, I think not hundreds and thousands. Why? Cause I know you, but I know you be going through some things you can't explain. That you ain't think that shit insane. I know you diving through pain. I know you going so crazy. I know you running on, yeah, that shit keeps running on.
Another song that I've been loving is also by Big Sean, and this one is called Play No Games, and it's Big Sean, Chris Brown, and Ty Dolla $ign.
Okay, I won't deny you be dodging. I'm the one that you dodge with. I'm the one that you gon' take that dress and save and out the closet. I'm the one you need alone. I'm the one that when you're around your friends that you gotta put on speakerphone, just so you could let them know what we be on. Like he the one. Yeah. I ain't like the other niggas, and I ain't got to play no games. You know what your problem is. You don't ever see the big picture. For me, I want you to take me serious. Oh, baby, I want you to take me serious. Wait for you.
Another song, or actually an album that I've been loving this month, is the Meek album that came out. It's really good. I know it's on my iPod. I have to find it. I really love his album. I hate the beef that's going on between him and Drake right now, because if you guys don't know, I love Drake as well, and I'm trying to find it while I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, I've been listening to the actual album in my car, so I have to find it on my iPod. But the name of the album is Dreams Worth More Than Money, and it's really good. This is one of my favorite songs. I'll just play one of them, but the whole album is good all the way through. I love the songs with him and Nicki, of course, but this is one of my other songs that I really love.
I've been counting all this money with my brothers, and I'ma give money, motherfucker. Look at all the young niggas flexing from the bottom, flexing from the bottom. We just want the money, the respect, and all the power. Money in the power, the money in the power. Fuck it up and check.
I really like Rico.
Yeah, the Neverland. How he hate me when I never met him, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
Might just gave it with the me million. Cause we in the field with them, but like we play with
I have to play this one because this is probably like my favorite song on the album, or this was my first favorite one.
I wanna be bad for you. I wanna be bad for you. I wanna be bad. I wanna be bad for you.
That is it for my July favorites video. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out my vlog channel. I have been posting videos over there for you guys, so definitely go and subscribe and check out my vlogs. Bye guys. I feel like Neosporin, I'm not sure. I don't know how to say that. I always say it wrong. Neosporin, whatever. I like how that one works as well, but and I've been using this every single night since these. Can I talk? I also got a roller ball from